Hi, everybody. Welcome to your
Hi.
Phoenix is Rising and Caring for Caregivers. Dun, dun,
Yes.
dun. As you can see, my wife is wrapped up in softness right now because she's caring for herself.
Yeah, it's my day to just kind of give to myself. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. So, my name is Donna Davis, and I am one half of your Phoenix is Rising, a wellness company here in Ocala, Florida. And we do mind, body, and spirit. Aww.
And I'm Norma Anderson, the other half of said company. And yes, we love taking care of people. So that is what we do. And we want to encourage others to do as much of it as they can too. So that's what this show is all about.
Exactly. And so I'm a caregiver. I am a registered nurse, have been on the front lines of this COVID crazy for a while now. I am also a daughter for a mom who has made her transition from the planet, which she was elder there for a little bit. And I'm also a loving wife to this amazing being right here, and a mom to three, well, stepmom to one, but gave birth to two beautiful, incredible children. And so I've been a caregiver. It's what I've been doing my whole life. And
Yeah, I think at some point in our lives, most all of us have been caregivers to someone, be it a partner, a parent, a kid,
mhm.
and it's just labor of love usually is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's
Yes.
what they say. It's a labor of love, but why not love not be have labor? I'd rather it not have labor attached, and then it's just love. It's just the love. We do what we can. We would do for love. All right. So today we're talking about, and Norma. She's also a massage therapist. So
That's true, and that
guess
happens to be
what?
what we're talking about
That's what
today.
we're talking about today. We are talking about massage as an aspect of replenishing the caregiver. Massage. So
Hmm.
it's interesting that we chose this topic, and today is the day that the massage therapist is like,
Not
wah,
today,
wah,
dude.
wah.
Not
Her
today.
energy is low, but it's okay because we're going to talk about that. So before we do any of that, let's go ahead and do a centering moment, shall we? All right, here we go. I'm going to ask you to do something called a body scan. And it's where you just do a mental check in on the body and say, what is my body feeling in this moment? So you take a deep breath with me, breathing in, holding, and breathing out. And this time with the in breath, I want you to just do a little mental check in on the body and see where your body is. If something is hurting, twitching, itching, it doesn't matter. Just pay attention to what it's doing in that moment. Just observing it. Don't get too caught up into the why it's doing what it's doing. Just observing what it's doing. And this time, I want you, when you take your nice deep breath, I want you to imagine in your mind the oxygen that goes into your body is going out into your veins, oxygenated blood. And I want you to send the oxygenated blood in your mind to that space that is in the most pain in that moment, wherever that space is. If it's physically in the body or even in your head, you're going through something emotionally, just send oxygenated blood to your brain. Just with your deep breathing, I want you to just focus on that oxygen entering into your nose, into your lungs, oxygenated blood going out into your blood vessels, picking up carbon dioxide coming back to the lungs when you breathe out, carbon dioxide breathing out. And I invite you now to just become aware again of the fact that you inhabit that body and that you're sitting in the seat and you're listening to my voice, and you're once again present on this call or on this show. I had a call earlier, so a call was in my head. So today we're talking about massage. It's one of my favorite things to get done. I
Maybe that's
did
why we're a
massage
match,
therapy.
because that's one of my favorite things to do. So
How
we're a match.
lucky am I, you guys?
We're a match.
Oh my goodness. I asked for my partner to be very, willing to do massage and actually be very good at it. And then you came into my life and look at you. It's awesome. So, an example of how we've ever used this tool. Where have I ever used this tool? Well, not only does massage happen for me after work sometimes, and oh gosh, I am guilty of being married to the therapist, but not actually saying yes to getting the massage because I am always thinking, oh my goodness, she may be tired. She may have done a lot that day. So that's a big thing. So am I using it? And of course, the sound baths. Yes, the sound bath is this Wednesday at 7. Thank you so much, Diego. And
I know I being a therapist sometimes don't necessarily get them as often, but we have 2 massage chairs that I frequent, and I encourage others to frequent, so that even when I'm not available, sit in that chair, and they both do different things. So it's just an amazing feeling to release stress, to just detangle some muscle problems, just whatever, just to just sit and veg,
just
chill
sit
out.
in a chair. Yeah.
Yes.
And that chair came to us via a friend. She did massage in exchange for that chair, and that's how she gets her massage sometimes, because even though I went to school for massage therapy, I don't have a license in the state of Florida. I went to school in Illinois. So it's really kind of interesting that you have it here in Florida. It's wonderful. So where else do we use massage? I actually do it at work. It's one of the things we do as nurses. We massage patients. So sometimes, those beds are not comfortable, y'all. The hospital beds are really uncomfortable because they have to be made from that really thick plasticky material that they have to be able to clean. So it's not like your regular bed. So patients are complaining of back pain. Oh, my back hurts. I've been in this bed now for, a few days, some people weeks. We've had people stay months. And so you start to get sore, just laying around all day. So sometimes I massage patients, and I'm very glad that I have that training now.
But if you notice today, after you get out of the shower, and I said, "You want me to lotion your feet?"
I noticed that.
What did it turn into?
A
Foot massage.
She does that to me all the time. She'll be like, I need to put some lotion on your back. And I'll say, okay, because it's, of course, better for her to reach back there. She'll be like, she'll start massaging. Because, of course, I do have this thing with you massaging me simply because of how much you're doing. And I'm aware that your physical form is being taxed. And so I don't want to add to it. And that's why.
So you martyr yourself.
I guess so.
Yes.
I guess so. Because you do the same thing when it comes to waxing.
We're not going to talk about that. That's another week.
Yes,
pick on me then.
Absolutely. So that's what we're talking about today, is where you can get this modality of massage, how we have used it in our lives, in our daily lives.
Well, I noticed, and what I try to share with a lot of people is when they're having stressful moments, or even tension headaches, or just pains in their temples, find your pressure point, your temple, and just push and rotate in circular motions. Great for relieving that. And that should be one of the easiest ways to use massage while you're working, while you're on the floor, or with your client or your child or whomever it is that you're caregiving for. Something that it takes nothing away from whatever it is you're doing. Stop for a few minutes and just relax, take a few deep breaths, and rub the temples.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So I'm thinking like maybe later on in the show we'll talk about some other massage techniques. That would might be helpful while you're at work or when you get home. Places. Things that really actually help. Because
Hmm.
sometimes people are like, I don't know. We'll talk about it later in the show, but you got to stick around. I know there's not a lot of y'all on here, but you know what? You got to stick around in order to know what those
Everybody else is just watching it later. They're watching.
they're watching.
Yes.
That's right. But that's why we have this. We have this simply because I want to have a place that I can send people that says, hey, listen, I understand that you're going through something right now. Here is some things, some ideas that could help. What you're doing is necessary because it's your job. For example, nurses, doctors, techs, massage therapists, whomever, that actually get paid to do what they do to care for others. But you have to take care of you. And that's why we're like, well, how can we contribute to what's happening in the world to our healthcare workers? And we decided to have this show. And today we're talking about massage, something that seems like such a simple little thing, but in actuality can really help support your lymphatic system,
Hmm.
help support your muscular system. Some of us are on our feet for the entire darn 12-hour shift, darn near, running back and forth on the floor from this patient to that patient to this thing to that thing. And then when we finally get a chance to sit down and have a lunch, it's like 30 minutes of shoveling and then you right back at it again. At the end of the day, your body starts to feel it. And so you start to dread showing up at work because you know you have to go through that. So we're going to talk about like some of the things that can be very simple to use for massage, some things you can do at home for yourself, or you can have a partner help you do. I think that's very helpful because not everybody can get out to a therapist. And we want the best thing to do, honestly, is to get on a regular schedule, get on a regimen. You know your body needs a little bit of help. You know you're not drinking enough water at work. Come on, y'all. On the real tip, they don't let us have water at the nurse's station anymore because of infection risks. So how often are we drinking water? How often are we taking care of our body?
And actually, a lot of people that have, 50 years old and have never had a massage, or 30 years old, construction worker, nurse, whatever, never had a massage, because they just see it as something that's foo
Like
foo,
it's a luxury.
and it's a luxury item, but it's as important as your regular doctor's appointment
Hmm.
because of the health benefits that come from just the release, the relaxation, serotonin, the all of it. It just helps, not just loosen your muscles, but it actually relaxes your mind.
Hmm. Hmm. Which then actually helps to your body to then get rid of toxins in a natural way before it stays in your body and creates a problem. If you can naturally get in front of this thing, and then this is so beneficial even for babies. I remember doing this when Emmanuel was young, and I did it with my daughter too. And my grandmother told me when your children are babies, because he came out with a little cone head like so, you know and it was a struggle for him to be born. It was a struggle, but my grandmother said, just hold their head and just kind of massage and cup the head every time you hold the child. Cup the head like that, and his head now is beautiful, by the way.
He was just
And
talking about how symmetrical his head and face was
yes,
today.
and I massage them. The babies, you massage them, help their little limbs grow. And when they get to a certain age, like when they really start to sprout up, they start to go through the growing pains, massage, like with a bath, nice warm bath. And then when they get out, massage the body with lotion because that actually helps with the growing pains.
Even before they get to that stage, and this I didn't even realize, after massaging adults for so very long, when Alori had crimson in her life, she called me one day and she says, "Mom, can you
Oh,
come home really
yeah.
quickly? Something's wrong with Crimson's neck." Child was 3 years old, couldn't turn her head. I
Yeah, I remember
massaged
that
this.
ball that
Oh
was
my
on her.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Her neck was tighter than most adults that I've massaged.
Oh my goodness.
And
I
so ever
remember
since
that.
then, I've been encouraging parents that I know that have particularly, young kids in sports, or, you know, just kids, period. I'd say just, let me check them out for you.
Mhm.
Even if they're not doing anything or complaining of anything, because kids don't sometimes know to complain that their muscles are tight.
Mhm.
And it just keeps their health up from a young
Correct.
age.
Yeah. And it also helps them, especially if they're in sports, so that injuries are less when you have muscles that are more pliable. We all know it makes perfect sense. If you have somebody who's playing football, for example, if those muscles are nice and pliable, then whenever they fall, the likelihood of them getting hurt as badly,
Hmm.
goes down. And I know that I used to have to stretch. I mean, my coach, when I was running, my coach was like, listen, there was all this stretching involved, y'all. But they were absolutely right, because when you go to running, you get pulled that muscle, man, you're down for a while.
Hmm. And
So massage is very good
sometimes
for
there's no
that.
coming back, depending on how badly
Yup,
you know mess it
absolutely.
up.
But if you started at a young age, it becomes a part of their habit, like brushing their teeth or going for your dentist appointment or going for your doctor's appointment. If you can get in front of this thing and start to take up your body in this way, then it becomes a habit. And your body will tell you, oh, you know what? I need a little something. Yes, it's nice to do it for relaxation, obviously. But the health benefits are so amazing. The lymphatic drainage massage is incredible. For pregnancy, it's incredible to help with the pain.
Surgeries,
Surgeries, if you get the muscles, I'm telling you, you get the body ready for surgeries.
even after the surgery,
Even after
lymphatic
the
draining
yes,
is very
yes.
imperative.
I
And
mean, we could go on and on and on about the benefits of massage, for goodness sakes.
but now, as we mentioned, the professional massage. For those of you guys who've never had a massage, I would say ask a friend. Because you don't want your first massage to be someone who's not necessarily that good at it, because it'll taint you from ever wanting to.
Yeah. So ask somebody for a recommendation.
Yes, don't just go pointing the phone book. I go to this person. No, that's not probably the best idea.
The kind of modality that this is, because it's such a personal thing, someone touching you and being in your space like that, you definitely want to be comfortable with your therapist. And if you could get a personal recommendation for a therapist, that's always the best. I think that's definitely, because you could go to somebody and they're just terrible, or they didn't have great practices, or you felt uncomfortable. Let's not even mention some locations are questionable. So
Mhm.
you wanna make sure you do some research around it. If you don't have a friend to do recon for you, if you will, then try doing. Um, I would try going to Google and looking at the reviews and things like that, because that's always helpful.
Yes.
Yelp, you know, I know that for me, when it comes to anytime I'm trying to look for anything, even in Amazon, I'm looking for the reviews to see how well they're doing or whether or not people complain. And even for my locks, I remember how much I went through just trying to research horrible negative things about Sister Locks before I started the lock journey. So that's really important to do that, and so that way you can choose the right therapist for you. Yeah.
And if you're local to Ocala, I am the right therapist. Just saying.
This is so
See,
true.
look, there's my
And
site.
there it is. That's the site. And we just tried to, on the website, explain what kind of massage it is, and what it does in the body. So absolutely feel free to pop on the site if you're having any issues with it. Just feel free to call us, give us a call, and that way we'll walk you through it. We're working on improving every day. So what else about massage, babe? Well, besides getting it professionally done, it is one of the best ways for couples to connect.
Well, you know what? Before you even if you're not with someone, there's, like you mentioned before, but didn't go really into detail, there's all kinds of massage implements, such as massage mats. I had a mat one time. You just lay it on your bed, and oh my God, what a great night's sleep! It goes off after a certain length of time, but it definitely was amazing. They have them for your car, and a seat for your car, massage mats. They have different massage tools for your feet, for you nurses that are on them all the day.
Oh my gosh! Can I just tell you, one of the best things I ever got as a gift was when I was on my first travel assignment to California. And for Christmas, I got from my recruiting company, the travel nurse company I was working with, they sent me a massager for my feet for Christmas while I was there in San Francisco. And I thought, I'm just, you know me so well. I was like, thank you so much. But yes, those massages for the feet, you guys, those things are amazing. That plantar fasciitis ain't no joke for nurses, especially. So having something that'll help to relieve those sore, tired feet is wonderful.
And there's also those hand massagers that you can hold and change the head on them to get to different, like there's a prong one that you can go along the spine with somebody else, or the ball that kind of hits everything. And it just has different attachments that depend on what it is that you need massage. It does the job, or it does a good enough job until you can come see me.
It loosens it up.
Yes. So, if you're wondering, if you Google like back massage or foot massage, whatever, different things will pop up for options that you can, research. But it's all out there. Everything's on the web.
Oh my goodness. You can always find it. You just have to look for it. But when it comes to like what I was going back to the couple thing.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
The way massage shows up for couples. I know, especially, for you and I, we're a couple.
Okay.
You can then kind of target the massage when you have a couple, because then I could say to you, babe, it's my foot, or babe, it's my shoulder, or babe, it's my... Sometimes, yes, there's the beautiful sensual massage that you can do. That kind of thing is always nice too. But when you have somebody in your life that works really super hard and is in pain, and you can't think of anything else but the fact that my back hurts, my feet hurt, whatever, just having a partner willing enough to come over and just put hands and help. You could go to a chiropractor's office, get biofreeze. You can get different ointments and CBD cream that'll help that pain and alleviate it until they can get to a professional. So even if you are not perfect at doing it, just do something. Because
sometimes just the energy exchange of the touch.
Yes.
Because, and it's funny, I hear women that come to me often, they'll say, my husband tried to massage me, but after 3 minutes he was done. Okay, yeah, that's not what he's trained to do. He may have the strong hands of a construction worker, but it's a different type of strength and dexterity that you use for massage. So
so don't be too mean to him.
Yeah. So these other tools that you're mentioning,
willing to try,
the creams and oils and stuff, they'll help.
Yes, the creams help, because then they actually help to magnify what it is you're doing. So if you have a biofreeze, for example, and you have started putting in a little bit of traction with massage, the biofreeze will just come right into that muscle and really help. So I think that, I like the fact that we use essential oils. Like one of the favorite ones that we use is Deep Relief. And Deep Relief just comes in a roll-on, and you just roll that sucker right on there and just do like this a couple of times. And I'm telling you, all you need is a feather touch like this. It goes right up in there. That's the trick. Yeah.
And I don't really use Deep Relief very much with my clients because of the roll-on and contamination. But Cool Azul comes in a cream. And yes, it's amazing.
And everything we're talking about is essential oils, and we use Young Living because it's the one that's the easiest for us to use right now. And that's when we got introduced to it. And
it's the one that my friend was selling, so I joined with her.
Yes, that's how it works. But I'm telling you, it really, really has been a great journey with the essential oils so far.
I love them.
And we talked about aromatherapy and essential oils a couple of shows ago, right? But that, when it comes to the pain targeting oils, it's just, oh my gosh, man. Sometimes all you could do is just a little bit of rub on, and that's it. Yep.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to take a quick break so I can have some water, feel a little bit of a tickle in my throat. But I want to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about examples of when to use this tool. Don't go anywhere. Hang out.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Ooh.
She's so cute. No, I was just having a moment. We were coming back from commercial kind of quickly, so y'all got a chance to see the background stuff. Okay, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. So examples of when to use the tool. This is Donna and Norma talking about some of the words that we care for caregivers. We tried to tell y'all that it is very important to do these things, different tools that you can use in your life to help you navigate and replenish yourself. So this way you can give your gift or do your job or care for your family member or take care of your kids. So that's why we're doing this. And today's aspect of self-care that we're talking about is massage. Massage. There's the lovely fluffy massage. Then there's the deep tissue, get it in there, elbow massage. And then there's just using essential oils and barely touching it massage, because sometimes it's all you can do. Sometimes
like you mentioned earlier, there's the lymphatic drainage massage. There's sports massage. There's all kinds of massage.
All kinds of massage. Children need massage, not just kids, but babies need massage. All of us, the elders, it helps with. So even that's something we didn't mention. If somebody has congestive heart failure and you go to massaging their legs, it could be too much on the heart. So you want to talk to their doctor ahead of time.
If you have certain medical conditions or certain medications that might be a contraindication for massage. So always, if you have medical issues, check with your doctor before.
Check with your doctor ahead of time. They will guide you and tell you what kind of massage is going to be best for you. I remember after having my surgery, when I had my breast augmentation, I had to get massage because I was developing scar tissue. And that was something that was very important for me. So that was amazing, amazing. Okay, so examples of when to use the tools. Well, Norma had said earlier, one of the times that we can use it when we're at work, when we get real super stressed out. Sometimes you get a tension headache, just being able to put your fingers to your temples like this and do circular motions. Are they pressing while they're doing it?
Yes.
Okay, they're pressing while they're doing it and doing circular motions like this. And just wild, deep breaths. It helps to alleviate the pain. I find that sometimes if I'm having like a headache that is because of my allergies, then I press and I massage here in the middle of my eyes, or I press to the top here of my brow bone and I push up and massage a little bit. And then press here on the side of the nose and push down. And it opens up my sinuses and I massage a little bit. So those of you who are having issues, respiratory issues, allergy issues here in Florida right now that spring is upon us, that's very helpful.
The occiput, the occipital area.
Occipital area.
Just below the skull.
Yeah, let me see if I can turn around so you can see. Can you see, Norma? She's going to show you. Sorry, Coco.
Too much hair.
In the way.
Too much hair.
All the locks. Right here at the base of the skull. There's muscles here. You can actually reach up under there. I like to use my thumbs and reach up under here and just kind of rub in little circular motions. Very helpful for tension headaches. Sometimes you can't rub, so you just kind of press and hold, and just walk your fingers down. Press and hold and walk your fingers down.
I'm going to sleep.
All the way down. And I'm telling you this for your partners, because when you get to the shoulders, all you have to do is press down with your thumbs and walk your fingers across, and then just kind of grab a hold of the shoulders like this and pinch a little bit. Lift up that muscle and pinch a little bit. lift up and pinch a little bit. So you have this motion here. You're gonna like reach in with your thumb. Here's my thumb. I'm reaching into here, which is on the sides of her shoulders right here. And I'm just gonna press in and pull up like that. Press in and pull up. Just walking my fingers across. Press in and pull up. Press in and pull up. Very good for tension, releasing tension. Helps with your partner when they get home. It's one way to get a partner to help you. If you have somebody that wants to help, you replenish. Sometimes you don't have anybody there at home to help you replenish. So what I do, if nobody is here, I'm going to move in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take my fingers like this, okay, kind of cup them into here. As you can see, into here. This is right here at the bottom of my neck. And I'm just going to push in real hard and then pull forward like that. And then walk my fingers over across, push in, and pull down real deep. So I can control how hard I pull. Sometimes I like to put my head back and forth like that. And I just keep doing it over and over again. Just using the little tabs on my fingers here. Push down and as far in as you can go. And pull down. And that's the way to relieve that tension. Sometimes you have to go from the other side because it's easier. So you just reach the hands over to the body, across the body like this. You can see here. Same thing with the fingers in like a little claw. And you can actually practically feel that rope go back and forth like this. Like that. And it helps to relieve that.
For sure.
Yes. Yes.
You should teach massage school.
I'm an RN, and what we do is we do education with patients. We show them how to do it.
Okay.
Because that's like the easiest way for them to be compliant.
So you almost put me to sleep then. That's what I'm saying.
So other techniques that we can show you right here on this call is one of the things that I like to use when you have a headache. So sometimes you can't leave work. You got a headache. You can't leave work. I have found that sometimes I have to do this on other nurses, but in my hands right here, there's a pressure point here, and I press like this. And I just hold it for a second. And then I switch to the other side and I press and hold. So between this here,
there's one more
in the back. Oh, yes. And for headaches as well. So you take your hands, you put them in your head like this.
Grab from the root.
Grab from the root. Some people have to come from the front here. Grab into the root like so. You see where my hands are? Into the hair. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Into the hair like this. And then you're just going to close your hands like that.
And pull. It's like,
yes,
this is live.
And see it again. And you just kind of work your way through the entire head like that.
Great for headache relief.
Great for headache relief. If the headache is coming from the back, again, reaching and closing your hands. It's a way to relieve the stress while you're at work. While you're there at the office, sometimes you're having tension because you've been staring at the computer too long, or you've been sitting in the spot too long. If you can get up and do a little stretch of the body and then do those things, you can help to relieve the tension before the headache starts showing up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's really more important than, the how to fix it once it starts is to how to keep from getting it.
Correct.
Because it's...
And those of you who use computers all day, I know I'm having a little summer vacation over here, personal empowerment moment. But for those of you who use your fingers all day, you're typing all day on the computer, great stretching. You're just going to take your hand out like that and just pull back on the fingers, just very gently like that. And the same thing the other way. It stretches the carpal tunnel. So you don't get carpal tunnel syndrome up in here, and it helps to stretch this muscle in here. I'm doing a lot of this stuff, the showing of it, because Norma is got some. So I can
That's what
join the
I'm-
stream. Okay. All right. That feels good. I try to do that whenever I'm at work. Do that little stretch on the arms. It really helps, especially when you're moving patients and doing things like that, where your body and your muscles need to be used. So, you just kind of stretch, do a little wrist roll from time to time. Take care of your body. Yeah.
Every little bit helps, whether it's
Everything
during the
helps.
moment when you're feeling the issue and you're just going and can't stop, don't have time to stop and do the little stretches, the hair pulls, what have you. But when it's all done, getting ready to go home or you just got home, go through all of it. The hand stretches, the hair pulls, the neck rolls, all of it, it will just kind of help bring you back to center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find that sometimes when I'm feeling disconnected, I do that little bit. I just get up and just kind of do the hair pull and do the neck rub. And then it just kind of pulls me back to my physical body. And then I'm like, okay, I'm back. Like, especially if I'm starting to fall asleep, like a lecture or something like that. Oh my God, it's so bad. Like the minute they say, let us look at this video, I suddenly want to do that. So I'm just like, oh God, or we're on a Zoom call and I haven't had any coffee and I'm like, oh my God. So it just brings me back to my body. I'm like, wake up, body, come on, get with it.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, yes. So that's, just different ways, examples of when you can use this tool in your life. Massage when you're just out and about doing your stuff. And of course, you can go and get a massage too. You can go and get a gentle massage, which is a Swedish massage, or you can get a deep tissue massage, depending on what you got going on. But you talk to your therapist, you say, okay, this is what's going on with me. Don't forget to speak to your doctor if you
Yes.
have underlying physical issues, because massage can, draining the body like that, moving the fluid around in your body like that can sometimes cause issues for people.
And
So
be
you
aware
wanna
of
be
what it is
clear.
you're booking. Because if you have really sore tightness in your muscles
Mhm.
and things pulling like that, you don't want to book a relaxing massage.
No, because you'll be disappointed.
Yeah, it's totally different objective.
Mhm.
So, deep tissue is usually a little bit more than a relaxing massage, but it's usually when we're able to get in the muscles and actually, find out where the kinks are and pull them out. Relaxing is just kind of stress relief on some gentle, effleurage and
Yeah.
yes.
Well, it is harder on the therapist, because the therapist's body has to get in there now with their hands and elbows and whatnot. So when they're doing relaxing massage, it's a little easier on their body. When they're going deep tissue, they have to then put their body energy behind it. So guess what? It's going to cost a bit more, and it's definitely worth it, especially when you're in pain.
For sure.
Definitely worth it. But like I was saying, if you get on a regimen, like we have a massage,
Weekly
a
maintenance.
weekly maintenance massage that you can get. You get on a regimen, then your muscles will actually not be quite so bad, to help to prevent some of that. So sometimes you may need to talk to the therapist and say, hey, I'm finding that I'm having tension headaches a lot. The therapist may get with you and say, okay, we need to put you on a regimen, because those muscles that you got, there's just no way to get in there and get in it in 1 hour. Nothing's, you won't be cured. And then, that being said too, this is important. After professional massage, it is not unusual to be sore afterwards, especially if you're going in there specifically like a sports massage or, deep tissue massage. You could be sore in those muscles. So when we tell you, hey, drink water afterwards, you're supporting that water and that energized, oxygenated blood to come back into the body
And flushing the
and
lactic
flush the
acid.
system. Yes.
Because if you don't, that lactic acid will fall right back into positions that they were before, and some additional, and you may feel worse than you did before you even went in for the massage. So
yeah,
that's a lot of reasons why people won't go back. They said, oh, I felt so bad the next day and whatever. Well, it may have been the massage therapist not informing you to drink water, or you may have been told and just didn't do it, not realizing the importance of it.
And it's also important to tell your therapist how you're feeling. If it hurts, it's not supposed to hurt like that.
It's supposed to be, how to say, hurt so good. It's not supposed to be where you want to feel like you want to jump up off the table and slap somebody. That's not a
Exactly.
thing.
That's
That whole
not.
no pain, no gain is not
Yeah,
a
that's
thing.
less is not, more is not definitely better. So if you're in pain to where it's like, whoa, that really smarts a little bit, tell your therapist so they can let up, because it means that something is going on in that muscle and you may need to like ginger around it. If a good therapist will be able to start, like I know when Norma does her massages, she kind of starts a
A little
little bit on the
lighter.
lighter side and slowly works into that muscle like kneading bread, especially if you're having a tightness there where there's like so much pain that, oh God, I can't move this, or she can't just go jumping in there like that because she could potentially harm you. So she kind of takes her time and goes in and makes it pliable, and then she reaches down to the source of what's going on. So tell your therapist, be vocal, don't just lay there and say, hi, thank you so much, happy Women's Day, thank you, same to you, my dear, how wonderful, I didn't realize that. How cool is that? Today's Women's Day, and we're talking about something that women love. We
Mm.
love massage. Just
Mm.
FYI. Not every woman, but most do.
Yeah, not every woman.
Yeah. So what's another thing that can be supportive for massage? And I wanted to add these because sometimes these modalities work if you can't get to a therapist. So for example, the personal massage that you're doing for yourself. I know that in our community, and especially with Black people, we use lotion. After we take a shower, we lotion our body, which then makes our skin stay hydrated, and it also helps us not get wrinkles at a young
Liability
age.
is, yeah.
Yeah, so when you're doing that lotioning, guess what? You can do massage. Then that's one way to really use this tool by yourself. Then there's hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy by itself can actually help. Sometimes you can't get to a therapist, so hydrotherapy works along soak in a bathtub, a hot shower, a hot tub, going to the gym, swimming in warm water. Anything like that can actually help the body
Mhm.
because of the warmth. It relaxes those muscles and helps that oxygenated blood move through.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is saunas, steam saunas, as well as infrared saunas.
Yes.
I love infrared, and that's what we're getting back here. We had an infrared sauna. It's not behaving right now, so we have it on the fritz, but it's coming because I really do believe, and in my case with the fibromyalgia pain, the heat and the warmth actually helps with the pain. So when you do infrared, as far as I understand it, it's that it induces what the body thinks of as a fever. So then your white blood cells starts to go up. The body thinks it's under attack, so then it starts to beef up itself. Your immune system kind of gets kicked in because you have now heated up the body to where the body thinks it's having a temp. So then it thinks it has to fight a temp. So what happens when the body has to fight a temp? White blood cell count goes up and everything starts to, come
Feel better.
alive and feel better. Yes, that's how saunas are very helpful. Of course, professional massage. And then, you can always use it and be sexy too.
You mean those like hot melting candles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are really nice. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them lots and lots of places make those candles. I know on Etsy they have some beautiful candles. We work with a company, Ayomide. I think they also have a
They
candle.
do.
That's a massage candle, and you just have the little light and it melts the wax, and then you can be in your sexy time with your partner or
You
your
can get them
lover,
at those toy
whoever.
parties.
Toy parties. Yep. Hey, we used to do that toy parties at one point. Y'all
We've
know
done
it's
a little
fun,
bit of
huh?
everything, girl.
It's been so much fun to do, to be us. But I think that like that personal touch and that personal time with someone is sometimes can be more healing than the actual act of sex itself.
What'd you say? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sometimes that's all we need is that little bit of love that's not attached to the sex part, that's just being cared for by someone who cares for us. And
particularly
doing
if
it with
personal
scented
touch
candles.
is your love language,
It's personal. Exactly. If you
that
know what your love
definitely-
language is and personal touches it, then yes, Pam. I believe that sometimes that can be more powerful and connect you more on an intimate level than the actual act of sex itself. Simply because you have to put yourself in that state of vulnerability to just lay there and allow someone to just rub you.
Well, and it enhances connection.
It does.
And that's, I think it, sex is very physical, it's very visceral, but the act of just touch and massage is more emotional, because you're caring about what the other person is receiving. Sometimes sex can be selfish.
Oh, sometimes. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Because the other act is simply that, what can I do for you? How can I help you feel better?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's where massage will kind of really deepen that relationship. And then don't rush to it, especially if you're doing it for your partner. Don't rush to it. Take your time. Show how much you care by taking your time. And then pay attention if that part, and please be vocal. If you're the one getting the massage, say, hey, go deeper here, let up here. Tell them so that they know.
So don't waste the 3 minutes on something that's not even hurting.
And not just that, you have to also give them a little bit of break, man. Like, people expect your partner to be like a professional, and you're like, no, it's not gonna. Just the fact that they're willing to rub lotion on you or oil or whatever is a plus. But then, if they're any good at it, or at least willing to learn your body in that way with your guidance, tell them. Don't let us just stab in the dark. Say something.
Because that might be why you're only getting 3 minutes. You're not letting them know how effective they are. Exactly.
So we just want to talk about these sort of things in an open and honest way, because, then afterwards when you go back, oh yeah, he was terrible, or oh, she didn't do a good job. Say it at that time. Yeah. And what else? Well, where can we learn? Where can we learn more about massage? Where can we find some of these items we talked about? Like Amazon, we do a lot on Amazon when it comes to buying these tools. So the massage tool, we have that one tool that we use for deep tissue to get into certain spots. And, make sure you're following the directions when you get these things. Don't just go gung-ho and be like, okay, let me just, and at least have some idea of where that the muscle is, not just hitting on bones, because that can really harm a person.
Yeah. So you should never, ever, ever massage a bone.
Ever.
That hurts.
So
and it's not effective.
Before you start going into using tools, exactly, especially tools that are very like strong, like that one black thing. I mean, people can buy it over the counter, no problem. But when you start using that on a part of the body that has muscles that, are really tender, or you're just not sure what you're doing, you could really harm yourself. So, speak to a professional before buying anything that formidable. But, they have like the little tiny, I had one that's a dolphin, like it's like not plastic, but kind of like plastic. Anyway, and you use it and you can get into the muscle like that. You can use that just using your strength. But again, be careful and at least know that you're on a muscle, not a bone.
Imperative.
Yes. You can also find massages, gyms. You can Google, like the gym here in Ocala, you can do, some of them have the heated swimming pools that you can get in. And
one of them has a water massage bed.
Yeah.
I was like, that's reason enough for me to join that gym.
That was really kind of cool. Yeah.
Which we did, and then we never went in to use the gym or the bed.
I know. That's so terrible, y'all. We're working on the whole gym thing. We are going to find a modality that
it's
is a
not
workout
even that.
Modality that works for us.
We have to set aside the time
to do it.
Yes,
we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about gyms and then like tell you what our experiences are, because some people going to the gym is part of their their life and it's what they do, and we'll talk about that in one of these shows at some point.
Maybe we'll have somebody on here that can share with us
about gyms.
Yeah.
I think talk to somebody that goes on a regular. Maybe there's a way to motivate each other. Motivate us.
We'll see. Topic for another day.
Yes. How else can people get to massage? Just Google Alexa. Ask her Alexa, where can I get a good massage?
I found a few top-rated options. There's Schwenlu Spa and Massage, 5.2 miles away on Southwest 27th Street. Blue Dawn Spa and Salon, 3.6 miles away on East Silver Springs Boulevard, Suite 502, and Breeze Day Spa, 1 mile away on Southwest Broadway Street.
Thank you, Alexa.
Isn't that great? And you can do that. You can do that. And just know that you're going to be supported. And yes, you spend money for it. I know that a lot of people are like, well, I could use that money for a bill or something else. But I got to tell you, if you drop over tomorrow and you can't go to work, then what? Or now you have a problem, you got to go to a doctor and get on medication, then what? So it's better to stay in front of it. Stay in front of your physical health and take care of your body that has been taking you around the world all these years. My body's been hooking me up for 47 years. It's kept me going. And so I'm nice to her. All right. With that, I feel pretty complete. Do you, Ben?
I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah. I want to show y'all one more point for massage. This is super important, y'all. And maybe I can take the camera down here to show y'all before we sign off so you can get it. Norma calls it the nursitis, okay? When a nurse comes in to get a massage, she usually has to deal with neck, shoulders, upper back, right? And feet. So let me show you. Here's my foot. Yay. There is a spot. Can I turn my foot? Right here. It hurts when you're on your feet for 12-hour shift, okay? So here's the ball. There is the spot underneath here that if I go back and forth like that, I can almost feel it clicking. That is a great spot to massage on a nurse. Just saying.
On anybody.
On anybody, but especially those of us who are on our feet. And sometimes I go here to the middle and pull it across like this. And then we have down, lower, into this area, and I get on the bottom here and just kind of massage and pinch and rub. But that spot right there, your nurse will thank you.
Once you pinch it, you'll know.
She will thank you. Or care partner or whomever, or you will thank yourself. Yes. All right, that's it, everybody.
Awesome.
I love y'all. Oh, you know what? We didn't mention
The transformation vacation.
The transformation vacation. So on the transformation vacation, Norma does do massage for everybody that's there with us at the vacation. There we are.
It's a massage given in paradise. The place is
Massage given
amazing.
in paradise, yes. So you guys get a chance to come and hang out with us there in Negril, Jamaica. Once a year. Right now is when we're doing it, but we're probably going to graduate to twice a year. You never know, but you definitely want to come with us. Sign up now, get your rooms. Just be aware that the rooms are based on double occupancy. So where it says the deposit, is per person in that room.
Mm-hmm.
So the rooms are based on 2 people to the bed. All right. But if you're by yourself and you want a room all by yourself, you just contact us and we'll, kind of walk you through it and let you know what's up with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So with that, we're going to bid you guys adieu, and definitely take care of yourselves while you're taking care of others.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Close my eyes, I open my heart, I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in, I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. I let in my soul, I clear my mind, I'm here and now, in present time. The power of 1,000 thousand suns, lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Oh, rise, rise, spirit, rise up, rise in me.
Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, for your continued support. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown Atlanta, for your monthly contribution. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, for your monthly contribution. And please help us welcome Om Center for Spiritual Living in La Mesa, California. Thank you for your monthly donation. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, for your most generous donation. And a special thanks to Hefferland Foundation for your generous technology grant. And Suze Odgen, thank you for your very generous donation. And a big shout out to all our committed donors.